dinosaurs. If I could find the owl, I actually really do want to try my hand at building that owl now, just because it's now a thing.
I would love to see Airfix re-release their bird series. You know, the
Mhm.
bullfinch and all that. I think they're cool.
I wonder if they have them in the tool, but then again, they just released the SRN1 this week, and I thought that was long gone. And anyway, that's another subject matter that pissed me off this week. Anyway, but that's where we'll find that. But what were you saying, Peter? What were you saying in your hand? You're doing that like you're grasping an air guitar or something.
The Japanese noodle boxes you can buy more.
Yeah.
You know those stupid things?
The cup noodle, yeah, I've gotten really close to picking up one of those, so that way I could do it up in my own scheme and give to a buddy because he loves cup noodles.
You do the noodles individually, don't you? They're all individual.
Yeah. Well, some of I think like at the bottom it's like a little plate that has a bunch molded, and then you put some on top or something like that.
Oh gosh.
Somebody mentioned that in the comments. I think it was on Andy's is it Mediocre Scale Model Facebook group. He said he would never do that cup of noodles, never. Which is a fair one. Who was I looking at? Roachford wrote. Where is it? There it is. Click it on. Mr. Kraft will never buy that model brand again. But then again, I've never seen a Mr. Kraft ever being crazy popular.
I've tried. I can't get it popular.
Yeah.
What's wrong with old Helikits?
It's everything else. It's the way they steal a Matchbox helicopter, is it the Cobra, and then they just basically put it into a plastic cast and then took it off that, and then a big gas channel. So someone trying to take the old kit apart.
You know what would be good if we get a decent old tooling and then make it considerably worse and sell it to everyone in Hobbycraft. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, they haven't got Airfix in this on their shelves anymore, have they? So.
Well,
yeah. Anyway, we've got another one, an old favorite here. Nunu, what scale model is crazy popular, but you have no interest in ever building?
To be honest, none.
None.
No, I give a fair. I'm like Fenris. I give a fair crack to everything.
Right. Well, let's move on then. So, there must be. You have no. There must be something you have no interest in ever building. Surely there must be something.
No, I've done a little bit of everything. To be honest with you, I've done helicopters, airplanes, ships, cars, planes. I haven't tried lorries, but I want to try lorries, bikes. As I have two already as well. So, no, there's only one brand I don't touch, and I have no absolute interest in touching it, which. Mr. Kraft, but apart from that, no, I enjoy gluing plastic, whatever it is. Eggplanes, much dislike of Captain VFC and Alex. But yeah, no, I don't have any airplane or scale that I wouldn't do it. Even scales, I do 72nd, 48, 32. I have a 1/18th UE, so.
What about a 1/12 scale, Mr. 1/12 scale egg caravan? There we go.
That could be fun. That could be fun. Like
made by mini art, so it's got 1,000 pieces.
You know what? I think the only way of making either eggplanes or caravans more exciting and tempting to me would be to make an egg caravan. I think I probably would. You could just roll it off a cliff. It'd be great.
There's a challenge to Mr. Kraft.
You're talking to the person that built a tuk-tuk already, and
really?
And
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go and check that
was
out.
the Shima, wasn't it?
Yes, the Shima and the mini excavator as well. Yeah. So as long as bring me joy, I do pretty much everything.
See, another one is sorry, August. Yeah. Lee Strange just said, I literally took up model making on the orders of my urologist. I have Parkinson's disease, and though this has been a lifesaver, I can completely lose most of my symptoms after about 15 minutes of building. Mate,
that's amazing.
Kudos to that, mate. Well done. That's see, I don't think of it for a disability thing. For me, scale modeling is more of a mental health sort of hobby, really. And you know, and but if it helps you with your Parkinson's disease, then that's just another winner for
Well, that's
me.
what the occupational therapist told me when I had my stroke. Do modelling.
Do more dingoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be misinterpreted in Australia.
Yeah. No, I can't fly to Australia, so you're very lucky there.
No, the dingoes are lucky.
I had the opposite effect. I quit building 1/700 scaled ships because after I built a few of those, from now on I've got to wear glasses.
Yeah.
That didn't do me any favors at all. If I was to not build any more scales, it would be a 700 scale ships.
Yeah. Dan Usher's just said, going to nail my colours to the mask and say ships, tired and don't like it. Well, yeah, I get that. Celtic West, he's a solid, is Celtic, because he knows I bought a submarine last week. But this isn't 2 hours together. This one's in 3 parts. So you've got to build the bottom and then put the top on. So
it's a submarine skill level 4 right there.
This one here, though, this one's amazing because this one's like worth 60, 70 quid on eBay and I only paid 6 quid for it. So I'm going to build that as a 1 hour challenge.
You're going to have to weather it.
Yeah.
You can't do a 1 hour challenge on that moss. It's like a 10-minute challenge.
Hey, you got an egg plate in there too.
Just display it underwater.
So
I want that one. I want that one.
What's wrong with that? Honestly, it's a delightful looking little kit.
It's just people that don't have any taste, Moss. Just carry on, right?
It's a delightful little kit. Very little detailed, so you can't get it wrong.
How much gunpowder can you put in there?
You know what? I've always said this. I've said this before on Airfix and Chill. If Airfix want to get youngsters in, I understand they've gone for the cars, but why don't they do like an egg plane Spitfire in a starter set? You know, something comical, cartoony. You know, because they have hit those markets before. Airfix did do Wallace and Gromit, if I remember rightly.
It sends the wrong message, though, Moss. You know,
Does it really?
We've got this obesity problem in the country. We can't be doing egg
Any
planes.
problems with fat people?
You know, modelers start to look like their models. You know, that's a fact.
Look at them darling little egg planes.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that. Hours of fun that is. It does. I'm not dissing your work there, Plastic, but it's the sort of thing you could see coming out of a Kinder Surprise egg, can you?
Oh yeah,
Kinder
definitely.
Chicken.
Definitely. They look amazing. What's not to like about these ones?
That's great.
Haters will be haters, you know. Just
haters gonna hate.
No, to each their own. It just does not interest me in building it in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Although on that comment, the egg Titanic. Now that's
that would be one.
If somebody wants to buy me an egg Titanic, I will make it for the channel.
I bet there is one somewhere.
Blow it up.
That's the group build challenge.
Titanic.
You could have the egg Titanic and an egg-shaped iceberg off the Yokio.
Well, doesn't Mung have a one?
Yes,
they do
for the Titanic. Yeah,
the cartoony. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
it's not egg plane though, is it?
right.
Well, I mean, right, egg plane itself is the brand, whereas you still have those like super deformed, you know, planes in and of themselves across a couple different ones. Like Tiger Models has the cute planes, and I think Meng also has a couple one as well. But they're all still that kind of silhouette.
Yeah, I've never built a plane. Never built one.
Yeah.
But again, if you doubt me, I build a pink gnat, so
I will. But
I'll do everything. I'll go with everything.
I mean, I have a pink Corsair sitting in the closet that needs finishing off. So yeah, I'm with you.
and apparently, I'm doing a pink Bearcat soon. So
nice.
To the stress of some people around here.
There you
Oh
go.
my god!
oh, there it is.
I love
Yep,
that.
there we go.
I love that.
There it is.
To be
Hey,
honest,
there's only one problem. There's still not enough lifeboats on it.
yeah. You know, it's still going to be better than the Revell 1200 scale. Isn't it?
A great group build.
I like
Well,
the
the old
scale
Halo
though. Have you seen the scale? One egg. That's it. That's the scale.
It doesn't say what size. What size is it? Was it extra large, or?
Yeah.
What kind of egg?
It's
Is it
free
ostrich
range.
egg, chicken egg?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Crumbs, they're not bad price though. Only 12 quid.
12 bloody. It's an egg.
That's part of it too, right? Like they're not terribly bad priced. So
That's for a dozen, right?
Shit.
How many parts is it? Does it say how many pieces? Because 12 quid for just a ship hull top is rubbish.
I don't think it's like mini art.
Yeah, scale model shop over for £12.59, and it's
the best £12.59 that you're ever gonna spend in your life. The amount of amusement that's gonna bring to your life is
6,
unbearable.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30-ish parts.
So
That's-
bear in mind, most paid 7 quid for 3 parts on a submarine.
Way.
or
For $15, right?
for $10.99 you can get a Tiger Moth, and that's more parts.
Nobody cares about Tiger Moth, mate. That's last year. No.
No.
I get a wooden deck for it.
Probably you can do it. Probably you can.
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can.
Is anybody doing any gas for it?
What makes me laugh is it looks like we've got the decal application. There's two. Titanic on the side and Titanic on the rear, and that's it. That's your decal.
That works.
Yeah, one decal, two decal. That's it. So
Simple.
interesting, though. Interesting indeed. Yeah.
They're lovely. They're lovely little airplanes. Even an
Yeah.
Osprey.
Some cigar tubes look the same. Yeah, tell me about it. Wayne Welly, I'll be tempted by Bismarck. Lots of boob sticks. See, German boats don't do it for me. Also, that was mentioned in a lot of the comments. People won't build Nazi stuff. They say, "Well, I'm not building Nazi stuff," and I can see that.
Very
But
much a
will be
generational thing, isn't it?
yeah,
That would
that's it. You know,
I will be building a Bismarck, so
no.
I probably wouldn't, because I'm not likely to build any ship, but I'm not opposed to building a Bismarck, as I said.
I have one on the way. 1700 from Meng.
I think
Nice.
the thing for me with ships is to be able to get the detail. Because if you like the 1200 scale Titanic, I mean, it's so basic and toy-like. I think you need to go to like the 350th or 200 scale, and then you get into the huge 6 foot long things, and prices. Yeah, I don't know how much that was, but a lot. My therapist told me not to.
Yeah. My therapist won't touch Mr. Kraft anymore. Yeah.
I'm actually going outside my comfort zone and building the London bus by Revell. I've just ordered that 120.
Wow. Well, I've got out my comfort zone. I bought the London bus from Airfix Quick Build because that's what I'm going to build. That's another one. Airfix Quick Build.
Quick builds. Yeah.
Crazy popular. Some people won't touch them.
I've got one.
Yeah.
I've got one purely because Moss twisted my arm, saying you should really do one. Because I was just like, I don't see the point.
I've loved
Right.
them.
So quick for Alex and Captain VFC. Yeah. Airfix quick builds. Oh, it's okay. Eggplanes. Ooh, they're the devil. Don't touch them.
I like Lego.
There you go.
That was someone else. Somebody put that on Instagram. Crazy popular at the moment, and will never build it. Is the Lego Concorde? Somebody that would be classed as a scale model.
The cost.
At least you can pull them apart and put them again.
I do want to clarify that I didn't buy an Airfix quick build. It was given to me as a present by someone who thought he was going to annoy me.
I've given out quick builds for friends for Christmas because They're never going
Yeah.
to own that Lamborghini, but at least they could build one. And I tell
Yeah.
you what,
It's not bad.
it looks better than Lego. Legos, if you want to look at something that looks like Minecraft, then you would build it. But if you want something with a few curves, that's the one to build is the Airfix version.
Well, you just made that weird.
It's not as weird as the conversation Moss and I had this afternoon, I can tell you.
Yeah, we won't
We
go there.
don't want to know. We don't want to know. Keep it
Family
between
friendly
the two.
show.
Family friendly show. Yeah,
We'll save it for the after party.
I'll tell you the auction I went to after. It was quite horrendous, but yeah.
Oh, what have I done?
Yeah, you could Rorex, but that's not common, is it? It's not crazy popular, is it? Bearcats are not crazy popular. So.
We could make pink Bearcats crazy popular.
We're gonna make
Started
Pink
here.
Bearcats crazy popular. We're gonna make it.
Are you taking the mick? Is that really true? There's a model of the sub that was destroyed at the Titanic this year.
Yeah.
Yes, there
They-
is.
Yeah, they were actually working on it before the tragedy
The
happened,
accident.
and then once it did, they did expedite their process of completing it because it's like, well, now that it's a thing, let's capitalize. So there's still some kind of shadiness there, but yeah, they were actually working on it before the tragedy.
Yes.
So
Wow.
Assembly is optional.
Very popular.
3
too.
parts.
The little ones.
That's scary, isn't it? I don't think I would build that. I don't know why. Well, I would build a Titanic. Maybe it's just because, you know, when you say a joke about something that's happened in the news, and then you say, "Is that a bit too soon?" That's the same with that scale model, isn't it? You know.
Literally, that came out a week after, 2 weeks. If
Yeah,
that?
it was. I noticed it was really close.
It was really close. Yeah. It's like they were plotting all these strategies just to launch the model.
Little history in chat's written. Does it come with human remains?
Oh.
Yeah, it comes with pink toothpaste.
That's why
Sorry.
you're not on this Airfix and chill little history saying things like that. Oh dear
He
me.
says bad things anyway about Airfix.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's just too yeah. They're not designed for big jet engines in the back of them. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Zidane says, Captain VFC, I would say disassembly is an option. Oh dear me.
As well.
See, that's a good thing about Lego models is you could pull them apart later and build them again.
Oh my gosh. There, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
If you drop it, well, you can fix it.
Oh, okay. Jim Ollicott's put one in here, which I think is going to be a bit anything Star Wars related.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well.
No. Why not? Is that amazing?
Because I'm not a big
Shut
fan
up,
of
you
Star
like
Wars.
Tiger Moth. You like Tiger Moth. You don't have an opinion.
I'm just not a big fan of the Star Wars films.
No, the X-wing from Bandai 172nd goes a treat, and you can get a very good, decent model. I have one there to finish, but
yeah,
I got their 1/144th. That was really nice.
I've got to say the Mandalorian plane or the spaceship.
the Razor Crest.
Razor Crest, yeah.
That's
the
another
Rebel one. The Rebel one that I've seen, and people have built it. It looks absolutely fantastic.
That's on my wish list.
Tempted myself. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get that wrong, you can blow it up.
I think that's why I've never built the Millennium Falcon in the big. I've done a little one. Well, not done a really big one like Flory Models did from Bandai, just because I don't think I would do it justice. I don't think I would.
Well, if people want to see one built in stream, feel free to. I will not paint it pink, although.
Oh.
No,
You've
but
just lost yourself
Razor-
a viewer.
Oh well.
Yeah. I as I said, I don't Star Wars and I've seen a lot of I think it was James from LPJ Models did that phenomenal. Is it the Attack? Is it called or the
AT-AT? Yeah.
Yeah, the Attack.
AT-AT.
That's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Or no, that was the ATST. That wasn't the AT-AT. But yeah.
The ATST.
Yeah,
I built the ATST from Mandalorian one.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
I loved
Here
LPJs.
comes the Star Wars Nerd Fest now. Let's just let them carry
Oh
on.
well.
So how about that hovercraft?
That's one I would
ATSTs
build.
aren't hovercrafts.
Yeah, I built a trumpet hovercraft. Different.
Wow, there you go. So coming on, any other kits that you would think were quite popular but you would never build? I can't think of any. I think we've gone through everything now. We've had
F-35B or F-35A or any form of F-35.
You know,
Don't
I
give a
am
shit.
less inclined. I am less inclined to build an F-35. I wouldn't say I would never, but it is low on my priority list.
You'll never earn a patch. Just saying.
Yeah, you never earn a patch.
Well, see, there now. I mean, that's done the same thing that the Concorde did. You know, it was towards bottom priority, but now maybe I will.
But to be fair, I'm still waiting for mine, Alex. I built my Airfix one.
You haven't sent me a picture.
Oh, crumbs. There's a video on my channel.
Yeah, but not
I had a
patches,
video on
is
my channel. You didn't send me those patches for ages.
Oh yeah,
Well-
fair enough. I can't be
That's
that one.
funny.
it? That said, at least an F-35 is quite small. A Concorde I wouldn't buy for a patch just because of the sheer size of it. What am I going to do with the thing?
Mm.
Give it more.
Hanging
I'm waiting for my lightning patch. So
You've got yours, haven't you? Your lightning
No.
patch.
Oh,
no, I finished mine, but I didn't got the patch.
I swear I've sent you that patch. It must have got lost in the post then.
he's stealing patches.
Yeah.
He's stealing
Oh,
his
look
own
at that
patches.
from plastic. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I
You
need to
weathered
do an
it too much.
ATST.
Nope. All this is scratch build,
Wow.
as well as these. Just purely because I wanted to recreate the one from the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So I had to do it this way.
I love the fact you've got rigging on it as well.
Yeah, that's to hold the tarp in place.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, and I want to build another one.
It
This
looks like
time with
he's wearing
lights.
boots because of the different colours.
Yeah, that's the main aim. That's good. See, so what's not to love about this? Come on, guys.
As a model, it looks fantastic. As a subject matter, I might as well be looking at one of those Polish ruined banks that Moz was talking about.
Hey, that's harsh. That is. That's harsh. I think they're bloody good.
Yeah, that looks really cool, man.
Yeah.
It does.
I think you're disgraceful there, Captain VFC, saying that. Yeah.
The model is fine, but I just don't care about the subject matter at all.
Here we go. I'm not going to go down to this route. Which Star Trek spin-off series or movies do you rate the best? This is a scale model show, mate. We're friends here. We don't want to go down the next generation.
Yeah.
No.
There's only one Captain of the Enterprise, and that's Picard. Right, moving on. So,
Can I time him out?
I'll tell you what, though, in terms of models of Star Trek stuff, Voyager is probably the one that I would want to build most,
yeah,
and yet probably the series I watch least.
yeah.
The Eagle from Space Odyssey. I think it's Space Odyssey. His name the Eagle. He's an absolutely amazing ship as well. I would love that one as well.
The Orion.
No, it's
The Eagle from
Space 1999.
Space Nine-
yes, that's
Yeah,
the one.
yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Just want to quickly respond to Jim. Thanks, mate. Yeah, there wasn't the most cheapest thing to do because UPS basically ripped me a new backside because of the price of the taxes when it came through. It really hammered me hard, that did. So if I was you, or if you're going to order this Hobby's Own stuff from Poland, once you've designed it on their software, buy it in like £60 lots, because if it comes and it's over £70, you get hammered with import charges, and boy, it stings. It really stings. And no TCP ever removes that. When you put it together, you think, why did I buy this? Because it was about a third of the price. And the argument we have is, how does it cost them 15 quid to take a payment of the tax that I'm owed to give to the fucking government? It's a money-making scheme by these parcel delivery firms, and the fuckers who are the worst is Royal Mail. How can they justify a bank chart? I ring up and I go, here's my bank details, take it. And it's all automated. It doesn't cost them anything to get that payment for. Import tax. I pay my taxes. Everyone does. Try to. And that charge is a fuck, and they charge VAT on that charge as well. The bastards. Honestly, yeah. We won't go into that.
You know why they do that, Moss?
Why?
Because they can.
Exactly. The government, the government cracked down hard on charges when you went overdrawn. We were able to get our money back on that. We need to go to court once for us to get all that money back that we're spending on these delivery firms taking a payment on an automated system or through a website. They told the banks off that every time they sent you a letter, they were charging you 25 quid. The government soon stopped that, didn't they? Bastards. Anyway, we won't go into that. But yeah, it does. I do love my new workspace, even though it's a bit messy at the moment. It just can't get around. Right. It's going down through. Something I wouldn't build needs to be made, but something absolutely everything, as long as I enjoy what I make. All right, I see what you mean. Yeah. So, yeah, I get that. Fair enough. 2001: Space Odyssey ship would be an interesting build from a movie.
Oh yeah.
But is it a popular thing? I wouldn't build it. But I know Airfix did 1999 Space, didn't they? Oh, is that the Airfix one?
No, this is the
Mobius.
Oh,
Or not Mobius. Who was it? Yeah, Mobius.
I think it's Mobius. Yeah, Mobius.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I still need to. I'm just at the panel lining stage, but I know
Didn't
John Alex
Airfix
working on
release-
the Moon Bus.
Didn't Airfix release something similar to that with
Yeah.
Pan Am markings on the side? What was that called?
That was
Well, after they lost the 2001 license, they just called it the Space Clipper.
The Space Clipper.
Yeah.
It had Pan Am down the side, didn't it?
But originally, it was licensed.
Right.
I mean, like too, when you look at the box, the way that they have it, everything else that is red, so it's very easy to just block that out and just leave Space Clipper, right?
Yeah.
What manufactures that one, Fenris?
It's Mobius.
Yeah.
Mobius. Right.
Yeah.
That's looking good.
Yeah.
There,
And is that
John.
the same one as
Mobius.
Airfix is? Is that the Airfix tooling?
No, it's
No,
more
I don't
accurate.
believe so.
It's very good tooling. These are great kits.
Mobius, a good kit, yeah.
Yeah, I've been having fun with it. I need to get
Me
around to
too.
actually finishing it, obviously, but
You can get masking sets for the Space Clipper from Aztec Dummy.
Right.
For it's got Pan Am, like he made up the Pan Am logo
Yeah.
for it.
I'm with you, Doc Brown. Once I build something like the Spitfire that I mentioned earlier, that's another reason, in addition to having done it in 1/24th, is I just wouldn't. I've done it, I built it, and I'd rather build something else, something new. Yeah.
So I'm just going to share my screen a minute. So yeah, one thing I tend to shy away from is something I've already built. E.g., if I've done an F-15, it would be take a fair bit for me to do another in the same scale. Yeah, this is a Bearcat, and I can do 5 or 6 and be pleasured by that all the time.
You could do a tiger moth in every color and still
You
have
could do
room
that
for more
thing,
tiger
yeah.
moths.
I think there's some kits that you could build over and over again if you so wished. With different markings or something.
Corsairs.
That's, yeah. I just want to share this a minute because this is what I was on about. Present, share screen, and then this one. This is the one I want to. I would love to get this kit if I see it on the shelf. That's the one I'm on about. The Orion spacecraft. I think that's fantastic, and they even do that one there, the Orion 2001 spacecraft. So that's the one we're on about, and the Morbius one is based on that one, yeah.
No, because the other thing is those are 1/144th scale. This one's a 1/60th, so they are a different scale kits as well.
Oh, different scale,
Yeah.
are they?
Mhm.
Because the last time we saw it was back in 2000. Apparently, it was released 23 years ago. So it
The
must
other
have had
thing
the
I
rights
bet-
since then.
Yeah. The other thing is, I bet that one actually has panel lines on the wings.
Yeah. If anybody has one of these in their stash that I'd like to sell to me, the last time I saw one for sale on eBay went for £9. So no, I'm joking. Really, they went for 30 quid.
Reverse auction this time.
I just thought I'd add that, you know. So, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking of you doing anyway. So, Voyager was pretty sleek and sexy, but to be frank, the series was a bit meh. I don't know. Jane, was it?
Captain Janeway.
Oh yeah, Captain Jane, whatever she's called.
Janeway.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
couldn't
really
make
nice-
a voice.
Uh,
That
she was
slightly
good.
raspy voice.
The actress was really good in Orange Is the New Black as well, by the way, as a Russian. She was very good in that as well. Just going down through, probably did a release in time for 2001. Yeah, probably, mate. Yeah. But yeah, so you know, we've gone through a lot there. So basically, I think everyone here on the panel, there's not that many that you wouldn't necessarily not build. You'd have a crack at if you wanted to, except for, you know, to me, it's, as I said, the other thing that it's not really a case of what the scale is, what the model is so much is, one is the size of it once it's built, where am I going to put it to? And secondly, it does all come down to price, and this is Airfix, and I'll just buy anything. But I'm reluctant, you know, I like the Meteor. Here's one for you. I like the Meteor, right? And 1/32 scale isn't far off. I'm happy to build a 1/32 scale Meteor. What I'm not going to do is pay 160 odd quid from Revell for a fucking 1/32 scale Meteor.
Now, if it were
I think-
Airfix, sorry,
It wouldn't be Airfix because Airfix will never. I'll tell you what, Airfix will never release a kit that price. And I'll tell you the reason why. No photo etch, no cast iron or cast wheels, no masking sets.
Ballast
And,
weight.
you know, yeah. So when you buy from Airfix, you're basically buying the plastic and the decals. Yes, I understand they have put photo etch in their kits when they've done armor, but even though they've released a lot of armor, the only thing they've actually put the photo etch in, to my recollection, is that bus in the ambulance.
Katie, put it behind me. In bits.
Is that right? I don't think they put a photo etch in any other kits apart from that.
I'm not aware of any.
I'm not aware of any.
No, because then Airfix kits go from suitable for 8-year-olds to suitable for 14-year-olds.
Exactly. But then again, that's not quite true because, like it's been shown on many occasions, you cannot sell the quick build Beetle to anyone under the age of 18 because it's got a Coca-Cola label on it.
Really?
Yeah. Or was it 14 or 16? Yeah.
It's definitely a thing.
Yeah. If it's got Coca-Cola as advertising, they cannot say it's for age 8. Look on the website, look on Airfix, you'll see that for instance, the camper van, the Volkswagen camper van, age 8 up. Coca-Cola on it, 14 up or 16 up, I think it is. Check it out on Scale Mates. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I thought, what's different about it? No different whatsoever, except it's got a Coca-Cola sticker on it. And I suppose if they had a Marmite one, they could advertise that to under 16 with too much salt in it.
What do you think there, Peter?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm drinking my Coke.
What's Celtic West saying? Forget Janeway. 7 and 9 is where it's at. Yeah.
7 of 9 equals 10.
7 and 9 equals Jerry Ryan. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was more of a Councillor Troy guy, I'm afraid.
There is a common thread between those two characters. I'm not quite sure what it is.
They're both fictitious.
It's
That's it.
right.
They were both in perfect.
Steve stuff. They also put photo etch in the Tiger 1 kit. That's right, they did.
Oh
They
yeah.
did.
Yeah, it states
Any
that
other armor they
They,
haven't?
they were the Academy kits, though.
it states Moz for the Coca-Cola Beetle is 14 plus.
Yeah, and the other one, the normal Beetle, is 8 plus or
Yeah.
6 plus, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All because it's got Coca-Cola written on it. There's no poisons in it. There's nothing. It's just the advertising, isn't it? What they should do is a Rothman's one on the side saying it's only for 18 plus. You know?
There's no logic to that. You know what I mean? It's how many drinks can you get? How many drinks do kids drink
Yeah.
that are just totally synthetic? You know, those things that come in the plastic pouches with the straw glued, taped on, and
Capri Sun.
you put it in. I mean, that stuff is.
Well, that was
not
the
real
issue.
fruit
It's like,
juice,
do you
know?
remember when Sunny D was
Sunny
the
D.
drink?
Sunny D.
Sunny D. There was more sugar in that than. Oh no, that's right. Let's get it right. It wasn't the sugar that was in it. It was the artificial sweetener that was in it, wasn't it?
Oh,
It was through the
loaded
roof.
with chemicals, man.
To be fair, it
Yeah.
started life off as paint stripper, so you know.
You're making me thirsty. Can you stop?
Like Tang.
Sunny
you know?
Delight, wasn't it? Sunny
Oh,
Delight
Such good
crumbs.
stuff.
Yeah.
You probably could use it as decal softener.
That's just vinegar, isn't it?
It probably
then
works
again,
as
even if-
decal softener on Tamiya decals.
Mm. But anyway, there's no it's like when you go to the chip shop, you're not actually getting salt and vinegar, are you? You're getting a brew, aren't you? It's not vinegar, it's something else. It's like it's something else. It's not even
It's malted vinegar, isn't it?
is it? No, it's like a brew. It's a brew, they call it, condensed brew or something. So maybe I lie then. So Hetzer got a photo etch too. Okay,
Hetzer is all the Academy ones do, but Airfix do
Yeah.
put photo etch, as I think somebody put in the Cromwell. So this is
Yeah.
that photo etch.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. And they don't, if you know, plain wise, they wouldn't put photo etch in. I would like, as I said, somebody wrote to me about this because I know that, you know, and I think it's got a great idea, and I haven't spoken to Dale yet about it. But when I looked at Armor Hobby, they put the outline for masking up. If you want to mask up your canopy and your wheels, they actually have it printed on the instructions, don't they? And you can put the tape on top and around it. So yeah,
ICM started doing that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that could be
ICM
something
have
for
been
the
doing it for
future.
a while.
Yeah. He was talking about the Bond bug.
Beep, beep.
Let's have a look. Somebody wrote something about the bomb bug. I can't see it now. Does anyone see it in the comments?
I can't remember either.
I was tempted
is
to
it
buy that,
wrong?
and it's sold
Yeah.
out again.
Is it wrong that the bomb bug doesn't overly appeal to me? I wouldn't buy it. If I was given it, I would probably build it. I think there's a nostalgia based on that one, my friend. That's all it is pure nostalgia. The fact that, you know, like at the moment, the SRN1 has come out this week from Airfix. You know, we've been asking for that for many, many years because it was last released, I don't know, 1980 it was?
I think it was 79.
Yeah,
might be
so
80.
that's
It's
right.
around then.
Someone wants an SRN4, don't you, Moz?
Yeah, I do. I went on that when I was a child.
That's not a bad kit either. There's a spider's web in my dad's one, but it's not a bad kit.
Yeah, that's the one that I think it's nostalgia. I think, you know, people say they would never build a vintage classic, but I assure you, you know, yeah, we know the thing about vintage classics is we know exactly what you're going to get in the box. You're going to get no tooling, but Airfix have cleaned up those tooling, and I'm hoping, and I'm going to say this as a hope, if the company that's bought Hella, is it Glow 2B, whatever they're called? Not Glow 2B, what's it called?
Isn't it? It's a German company, right?
Yeah, is it? There's a
And
company in there.
something to
Modern
do with
Zara,
Trumpeter.
whatever it is. Pardon?
It's something to do with Trumpeter.
Yeah, well, if this German company
Yeah.
is going to release these old Hella kits,
Because they made a
I
video
hope that
about it.
they work on the tooling first and not just dish it out as if it, you know, like rusty old rusty old metal. Because there is a place to build in your modeling. There is a place for vintage classics, the same way as a place to build Matchbox kit. The only problems with when you want to build a Matchbox kit, if you're buying it as a Matchbox kit, not rebranded as Revell, but you're buying an old Matchbox kit, the decals are bollocks.
Yeah.
So these vintage classics are giving you, and they do. If they need new glass, they will tool up new glass. And I'm hoping, looking at the pictures, by the way, from the Airfix website, I've seen the SRN1 boxed, and the plastic is really thick and really etchy, really scratched, as it, the pictures I've seen on the Airfix website, I think they might have retooled that glass, I'm hoping they have.
You'll have to ask.
I can't spell SRN1 here. I can't spell it. Hang on. SRNI. SRN1.
I can spell it for you. SRN1. There you go.
Yeah, I've done it now.
Yeah.
Saunders Row N1.
Oh, you're complicating it now.
Just looking at the pictures. Let me just.
Oh, did you guys get an ad?
Yeah, you will get ads, I'm afraid.
It's like every 30 minutes, right? Now.
Yeah, unfortunate that, isn't
Make
it?
yourself a cup of tea,
But the thing is, though, is that they are skippable. So as soon as you're ready, just skip it and you'll be back. So look at the pictures. That glass looks pretty fine to me.
That's pretty cool.
It does look very clear.
Yeah.
Do you know how much they go for on eBay?
That looks like something from the Thunderbirds.
I don't know how much they're going for.
We've got 69.95, 64, 110, 83, 117. Big bucks. Or 10.99, and if you're a club member, you get a 10% discount.
Exactly.
That went across the channel, believe it or not, John.
Yeah. The SRN1 did, and the SRN4 did.
The SRN1 did go across the channel.
Did it?
Yes.
I thought this was the prototype.
If you read the thing, it says it went across the channel.
Right. Okay. I thought that this was the prototype.
It was a prototype. Proof of concept.
I mean, those were a couple of brave guys going across the channel in that.
Yeah. They would have been. I reckon they would have filmed it. It would have been like James May, Clarkson, and Hammond going across.
Yeah, Clarkson going across in a toy boater.
Yeah.
I have a thing for hovercraft, so I've already ordered this.
So 1970, the last time they released it was 2002, so it's 20 years ago.
Oh.
So
That's a lot.
they must have the tool for that.
Yeah, that looks familiar. It's quite big as well. It's an impressive beast. That's
Yeah.
about 120 quid on eBay at the moment.
Yeah, I know they're going for mega bucks. And yeah, so somebody asked me the other day, are they going to bring back the is it the Townsend Ferry, whatever it's called, the free Enterprise? No, that tooling's gone now. They even said that on one of their Brew Talk videos that one's gone. But if they released that SRN1, which, like I said, wasn't, it was, many moons ago, the SRN1. There you go, the Saunders Row. There it is. Last time that was released was in 1978. So in the 1960s, it was just in a bag, wasn't it?
28.
Hopefully they've redone the instructions.
No, they won't. They won't. They won't have done. Or they wouldn't. They would have been updated from Exploded View and the script to the original picture. Pictures. It won't be like that because you could download the instructions. Here you go. Download the instructions. That was the instructions here. Share tab instead. That was the instructions.
Yeah.
That's it. And then you would have that. So assuming that there, if we go to the last unboxing, have they got the instructions? No, they haven't got it on that one. Looks like they've redone the instructions on the later editions of this one. 1978, 1973. If somebody downloaded the instructions for EO, there's the instructions now. There you go.
They'll be like that.
So they'll be like this, I reckon, but they'll be in a format. They would be in like 3 pages, I reckon. One, step 1 on one A4 page, step 4, 5, 6, 7 on that one, and then step 8, and then change the colours to make it match Umbro, I reckon. So, yeah, interesting. But that's the kit of the week. That one is. I've put a link in description box below if you want to buy one. So, yeah. But that's something that nostalgia, vintage classics are nostalgia, and that's it. So
See, that doesn't bring any nostalgia for me, being born in 1990. But I like hovercraft.
Yeah.
And it's a very silly little thing that I just had to buy.
Now we want an egg version.
Yes, we do. See, Nigel's just popped in, and I totally agree in the sense of those age shows are much better than modern day. They force kids to learn to read and educate them what the components were called. Yeah. And that's one thing I missed. I look at a tank and I don't know half the parts on the tank, but if I built one, I probably would have known most of it, So, yeah.
Well, not be funny. It's like these the railway kits you can get park size.
Yeah.
And
ratio.
No, not ratio and
dapole and.
Well, the basic kits. I can't remember the bloody names for one. This just annoy me, but they have the written instructions and the diagrams. They've gone old school. Most people say they're unbuildable. I said, yeah, they are.
They're easy. Yeah,
they're easy to build. Yeah,
I've got loads of the buggers. Coopercraft, that's one.
Yeah, Coopercraft. You can't get those anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Nigel, while you're there, have you tried out that new masking tape yet I sent you? If he's there. So anyway, we got to this point now where I think we've discussed most kits now. So most kits are off the bench for somebody here. Whether it's 116, I kind of get. I would never build a 116 because it's size and probably price.
Just the size.
Yeah, and price as well.
Yeah.
So. And that's it, really. I think we've gone through most kits. Some don't like egg planes. It's been an interesting debate, actually. And I'm nice to know that everybody's open to building whatever manufacturer over. Apart from Mr. Craft, but we all know that.
Yeah. Or PM model.
Yeah. PM model. That's right, Nigel. No worries. When you get older, only ever go in it, let me know. I think we've come to the end of that debate. Any other questions in the chat?
I'll tell you the one other thing, Moss, that I was thinking of as people were talking around other things is vinyl figures. The big sort of usually about 12 inches, sort of 1/6, 1/8 scale vinyl figures.
Yeah.
It's not something I've ever really. I've known people who have done them and made some really fantastic models with them. You look at them afterwards and think, that's really good, but I wouldn't want to do it. Vinyl seems, when they were doing it, vinyl seems a horrible thing to work with.
It's not terribly bad. The Triceratops I did was a vinyl figure, and
was it?
with the exception of needing to use like a 5-minute epoxy and super glue to affix everything, you hit it with a primer and it's no different than painting a plastic kit, as long as you hit it with the right primer. And I used just Mr. Surfacer. I think I have 1500. No, 1000. Mr. Surfacer 1000, and that did the trick. And because I've heard people talk about acrylic paints reacting with vinyl models before, but you hit it in a surfacer, you're painting the surfacer, you're not painting the vinyl anymore, right? So it pretty much ends up behaving the same way.
So you say if you put a primer down on the top of the vinyl, I don't know who's making a noise there. Who's moving tools?
I think it's noon.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's
Drop things on the floor.
If vinyl, if you put a decent primer down, would it work better then? Would it work with the paints if you put the primer down on top of the vinyl?
Because like once you hit it with the surface primer, you're painting the primer, right? You're no longer painting vinyl, right? So in most of your, and I'm speaking from a position of specifically using surfacers, so I don't know about all primers necessarily working, but at least surfacers, the way that they're formulated and everything, they have that grit. They're usually lacquer based, even in spray can form. So you're painting on that. It's already provided that protective layer over the vinyl. Insofar as I'm aware, no issues with acrylic reacting with it once you've done that.
Yeah.
I think some of the other things with vinyl kits is also the subjects, like you say about the Triceratops, Fenris. I would quite happily do the Triceratops, although I'd probably prefer to do an injection molded one. But quite often, the things that are in vinyl tend to be subjects I probably wouldn't be that interested in, like superheroes and
much more niche. Yeah.
You don't want a 1/8 scale Catwoman on your shelf.
Well, the rule.
There's always exceptions.
No, I've got the. I remember the Halcyon when they used to do all the. Had the license for Aliens and Alien films. They did the Power Loader, again with Ripley in it. But then the Queen was vinyl. They did the Alien Queen. It was a vinyl kit. Yeah, put me off the kits for life. That one did.
Black Rifle Model Works, thanks for joining us tonight, my friend. Vinyl figures can be very challenging, but a lot of garage kits are vinyl, can turn into something pretty impressive. And he's followed up with is that
Stynylrez? Yep.
Stynylrez is your go-to primer for vinyl. And
which I've heard that. Yeah.
Can you get that in the UK though?
Yes.
Yeah. Stynylrez. I forget who the parent company is for them. Let me check real fast. Badger. That's right. Yeah, they're Badger's brand of paints.
Okay. Fair enough. That's interesting. Yeah, that's another one. What about vac form models? They when it comes to dog shit, they are shockingly shite, aren't they? But I know people who have made them and done a pretty good job. But it's cutting the things off, isn't it? That's the problem. One guy though did show me a technique which I thought was really interesting. He had this metal block, and it was the size of like A2 metal block. It's an engineering block, and he would get some spray and spray on top and put sandpaper down, and then he would rub it forwards and back flat until it rubbed away just enough of and left the vac form left. So it was really, pushed forwards back, and that was, he said he never cut them, he used to rub them down. There was a long process, because you had to keep it dead flat, and that was the way he did it. So, but was
that his explanation for his really big right arm?
Just like that. Hobby time. I built the Aero Club 148 scale Vulcan.
Ooh, that's a vinyl kit. That's a vac form kit.
Yeah, I've got the Aero Club Lightning.
And is that dog crap as well?
I mean, it was the only thing. It was the only 148 scale Lightning until Airfix brought out their kit.
Really?
So it's the only choice.
Crumbs. There's always place in your heart to build a Lightning. Here you go. In the category of weird models, I have a vac form Arado 232.
I have that same kit. What is it? The Tasker Thunder or something it's called? Great
the
thing.
Arado 232. Okay. Was that the
What is that? What is it?
It's like an egg. It's like, imagine a kind of elongated egg.
Oh, here we go. It's an egg plane, is it?
Wheels. It's got loads of little wheels along it. So
and that's all vac form wheels?
No, I don't think so.
Wow.
But yeah, I think the main fuselage and wings and everything are all vac form. But it's a great kit. It's a great aircraft. I'm not sure about the kit.
Cruiser. Roughly translates as millipede.
Yeah,
right.
Because of all the little wheels.
Fair enough. Oh, man of the hour, John Parker's arrived now. He looks flush. He's been to a birthday party tonight.
Went for a meal. Absolutely stuffed, I am.
Owen O'Neill, Bearcat would definitely no. If you like to close the door while I kick your ass out of this chat, fair enough. Let me stop you now.
I think Captain VFC is edging it with the egg fix and chill. That's
No idea what you mean. I've been hacked, clearly.
Clearly.
I didn't know they did a Bearcat with an egg scale.
We should do that. An Airfix and chill, but just with egg planes. All of us building out egg planes.
Well, that'll
I
take
can't
10
make
minutes.
that week, unfortunately.
Well, that
I was gonna say 2 people show up.
that does bring me on to a discussion I had last week with the Airfix and Chill boys here. Well, I was thinking of doing a weekend. We have like our own little scale model show where we would have us live, obviously. That month, I'll pay for the big subscription to StreamYard, so we get 1080p for this. And then we could have like a little model show and another segmented in 2-hour or 4-hour slots. And we can either build models or we can have demonstrations. We'll try and get some. We'll have a competition as well. So we'll have a particular scale model that you would have to build, or something or other, and then we'll have different categories, and you can send your pictures in, and winners will either get a special woven patch and a model kit as a prize. And we're wondering, is that the sort of thing, the folks who like? Because remember that we don't just stream off, even though I am the primary live stream host with StreamYard because I've got a subscription. But all of these folks here, if I had them as admin, they could actually stream off, and we could have it all on, all over the channels, because we're not just limited to one channel here. I think tonight we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of us here.
Yeah.
John is, Peter is, Alex is, and Taboli Go. So we could, in theory, have simultaneous live streams on all of our channels in one. So if I have to go away and do something, the other 3 will back up and carry on, and probably stream to mine as well. But I wouldn't be on the actual thing. But we'll start like on a Saturday morning from say 8-10 o'clock in the morning, and move on till say, if people in Australia want to carry it on, they can do. And then on the Sunday we'll have like a model show where we all show off our models of what we've been building that weekend. What's your thoughts, folks? Let us know in the chat. I've had a chat with the lads here. You're all up for it, aren't you? Really?
Yeah.
And Alex can probably do a shop thing where he can sell some of his kits on there and stuff, or we've all got things that we want to sell on, or and then we'll have John probably do some history for his model collection, and John Alec can probably show us how to put on 4K or whatever, or 2K, whatever it's called, that primer, that varnish, sorry. Yeah. And then we'll get Pete to build a Yamato in 24 hours.
24 hours speed build.
200 still.
I'm still amazed how quickly you built that Yamato, Peter. That was, even if it took you 6 months, I'm amazed that you that's about how long it took me to do the 124 Spitfire. So
a few hours and do it each day, that's for sure.
Was that your most challenging build, was it, Peter?
My what? Biggest challenge?
Was that your most challenging build you've done so far?
Oh no, one of the earlier builds was the 1/350 scale Kitty Hawk, the aircraft carrier.
Wow.
Because that came with the I bought the extra photo etch kit that came with that.
Stuff, yeah.
All up, that had about 6,000 parts.
Wow.
That was, and including the 80. I built the 80 aircraft for it as well.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for punishment. That's why I've sort of moved off ships now, you see.
I can't imagine why.
No. So the London bus I'm looking forward to. That will be a new one coming up. I'm going to get that this week. That'll come in this week. So it's the
You have to ask Jason for the colour.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of photo etch and stuff. That's a standard red you've got over there, isn't it? It must be a particular red.
It's actually called London Bus Red, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes.
Because the fire engines are like a very darkish red, aren't they?
The fire engine red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll speak to Jason up there at Outlaw and get him to mix me a couple of bottles. It's a couple of that.
And also put the realistic dents in the roof, the front of the roof, where they would inadvertently go underneath low bridges.
If Jason needs some samples, we can chip some off some buses in London for you.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, there's actually a live cam you can get onto the passenger in one of the top levels of one of the open buses, and you can just go with the drive around.
Yeah. There was one that was up one day from London Bus. It was, and it was in a storm, because I struggled to switch off after gigs and stuff and go sleep. So I listened to storms and thunderstorms, and one that I was popular for me for a while was on the London Bus going around London in a thunderstorm. It's like a three-hour loop.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was really good. It was thunder and lightning and everything, and this bus going around. It was quite good. That
they got those buses everywhere. Like I've been to, like in Paris, they have the hop on, hop off buses, which are the same thing. Yeah, they've got them here in Sydney as well. So actually, I could go sneak a piece off that.
So going back to the scale model show weekend, so we'll probably call it we'll think of a name. Can't really call it Airfix and Chill. Can't call it Mozfest because that's because you can't really call it that because it's Airfix and Chill. Airfix and Chill isn't
sounds like a rock concert.
No, definitely not. No, we're not doing Mozfest. We're not doing that. No.
It sounds like a rock band, don't they?
Airfix
Well,
and
he's
Chill.
Mozzie Osbourne, isn't he?
Airfix and Chill is all of us. It isn't just me, even though I kind of host it and use. It's all of us, and it's those in the chat as well. So we'll have to think of a name for it. Call it the Airfix and Chill Fest or something. I don't know, something like that. And have it we can start on a Friday and finish Sunday. Or the only things I've got to work Friday nights and Saturday nights. So, but
what about Mr. Craft and Therapy?
But then we'll have demonstrations on. We'll get Jason on talking about Outlaw Paint and doing some demo. We'll get Peter on. I'll try and get Airfix on to chat to us about something, and I'll try and get Revell on as well and see if they will chat to us about their latest James Bond stuff or whatever. And then on the Sunday we'll have in the afternoon we'll have a show where we can send us pictures of your models or send us a video clip and we can judge the models fairly. And then give out prizes, and I'll get some Chill Fix. I like that, Nigel.
Chill Fix, that sounds good.
Chill Fix weekend, and also the idea is that we want our model benches, and you can send pictures. We can set a challenge of a particular model that everybody can get hold of, and we all build it or something. I don't know. There's the ideas out there. It's October now, so if we say the end, beginning of December, just before Christmas or something, we can do it. And we can, the Airfix and Chill big weekend. That's a good one, like that as well. Cool. No, we're not calling it Mozzie's Lunch and Learn. No, we're not having that. All right. Airfest. But I said to the lads last week, so the idea of the live model show, 8 a.m. British time, will be early 2 a.m. for me. I get that. It will be. But the idea is that we'll have people, jump in and jump out. I think on the big one you can have up to 12, and then you can ship people in and ship people out. You have like a green room.
Couldn't you get people to send their photographs in and then have the people on the chat to put votes in for stuff?
Yeah, that's the idea. It's going to take a little bit to get some software. But ultimately the idea will be that us as a panel would judge the model kits ourselves. Because when you go to a model show, you don't have people going around just putting their votes in willy-nilly. You have particular judges. So if we have those who are good at judging armor, those who judging Bearcats, those who are good at judging 1/24 scale. Be honest, you just we'll have categories and stuff, and then we'll give out prizes. I've got 28 model kits here that I can give away as prizes.
Oh no!
That's
No,
gonna sound. I
don't
don't want to win a
participate.
vintage classic.
Scared the audience off.
But we'll have a look at that. We'll plan it, and we'll talk about it over the next few weeks on Airfix and Chill what we plan, and then we'll just I'll get my designers to do a logo for it, and we'll just have I do like there's some good names here, but no, nothing with Moz in it because the Airfix and Chill is not me. All right, this is for all of us.
Yeah, okay,
I do host it in respect, but if I wasn't here, they could do it as well if I got the bigger subscription, but it's like 60 quid in it or something. So
I've actually got the big subscription at the moment, Moss. If
have you really?
yeah. So I did it for the Hunter build. So
What about 65100? What have I done? Quest.
As long as there's no Spitfires as prizes. Yeah, fix and chill's quite good, isn't it?
yeah, I quite like that.
yeah,
Quite like that. There's some good names here. The Airfix and Chill Omnibus.
I mean, we've got all the categories already, Moss. We've got them from today, right? We've got the caravans, the egg collection, the vinyl figures.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a Starfix category?
You say that.
That would be painful to judge, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think they're a bit too hard to get hold of. You'd need Mr. Craft to be in that category as well.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Craft.
perhaps it's a general
Caravan
category.
hour.
Sorry, John.
No. Please go ahead, Alex.
No, I was just going to say you also would have to put like a general category: PM model, Mr. Craft, Starfix.
Yeah.
Graphics art.
Just call it shit.
Graphics art. Moss has got a killer Spitfire.
Yeah.
It'd be the skip filler category.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some great names here. We'll chat about it amongst ourselves, and we'll see what we can do. And then as I say, I'll put a budget aside, and I'll get some woven patches made up for the winners and stuff, and some model kits we'll chuck in and whatever. So that'd be good. But so yeah, we can't just call it Mozfest. That doesn't. I'm not. This is for all of us. This is just because I host it. So.
I thought it was because you already had a big weekend disco called Mozfest.
No, I don't know. No, it's
But now you could.
you get, and so that's quite good. Get Mr. Craft to sponsor the stream.
My God, the prizes would be dreadful.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they? It would be there like this spectacular 1/350th scale Titanic. Here you go. Is a Mr. Craft Alfa Romeo you can fucking build.
Or worse.
Yeah, it's a Merry Model Show with Moz and Friends. There's some really good names here for an Airfix an Airfix and Chill weekend. So, but yeah, I'll get it all planned. We'll pick a weekend that we can do. As I said, I'll probably be gigging on the Friday and Saturday nights, but I'm around all day around throughout the days. But it's just an idea of throwing out there, and we'll have to get it planned and everything else. So, and then take it from there, really. But then that's the other thing I was going to suggest in for the future. But I'd like that Fix and Chill or something like that. That's quite good. Fix and Chill.
Yeah, I like that.
Show. And we can get all sorts in. We'll try and get some people in to do some demos and whatever, and then basically we can just set our benches and build a model, and we can judge those who are building as well, and we can feed in as well. If people want to pop on and show us what you're building, that'd be really good. So
yeah, Nigel will have to get on with building his Saw Art Dora railgun.
Oh.
Somebody had put that, and you remind me. As I said, that question, this one here, I've blasted this all across social media, and I've been really looking at all the responses, and there was a half a dozen of them who think that Dora gun, the train gun, isn't it, the big one? No one has any. Oh, that doesn't appeal to me. It's crazy popular, but I'd never build it. But is it that crazy? Because it's an expensive kit as well, though, isn't it?
It's a big kit.
Yeah. There's a big thing. There you go. This makes me laugh. Have Peter Oxley and Nigel trade off on rants. Kinetic for Peter and Hobby Boss for Nigel. Oh dear. I used to stare at the Captain Fantastic album cover as a kid.
Elton John.
Oh yeah. And Suzanne wrote, will there be enough time for Oxley to rant?
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh that much. That was funny.
It's not a 5-hour stream.
The place would be covered with cheese.
I love a good rant. I think it's an important part of British culture.
I'm the ranter. I love a good rant, me. But I rant when I've got full facts and figures in my hand. I don't rant on presumptions and just being a dick.
You're
Well,
cheating.
you rant when you drop a part on the floor.
Oh.
I do a good Peter Oxley impression. Do you want to see it?
Come on then.
Good black gloves.
So that's it.
Where's your bottle of wine?
I know I haven't got a glass with me. I suppose it should be.
Peter Oxley's all right. He's all right. He's harmless, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wow, let's start right with
that.
Oh dear.
He's all right. It's old Pete. He has a good old rant.
Yeah,
Them have his rants.
Chillfest 2023.
To be fair, I've ranted about things, but when I've got all the facts and figures, what was the biggest rant I had the other week? I had a massive rant the other week about something. I've had one tonight about postage costs,
Vulcan.
Yeah. I think you're right there, Doc Brown. Chillfest feels right. Join us for Chillfest 2023.
Actually, having the
about
year
it.
after it is something that could work with the year after it is a good idea, because then you can do it every year.
Do it every year.
Yeah.
Back by popular demand,
Yeah,
one
you
person requested it.
I did laugh the other week because somebody had heard somebody turn over and say, does Moz understand that Airfix and Chill sounds a little bit like Netflix and Chill? Well, yeah.
Had no
That
idea.
was the point. Though, yeah.
Yeah, but people watch Moss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Bloody
right.
watch Netflix.
Oh dear. Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah, Netflix. You coming over to Netflix and Chill? Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was quite funny actually. That was quite funny. So Chillfest 2023. Chillfest 2023 scale model show, I suppose. You have to put something in there because people go Chillfest, they maybe see this they're smoking weed or something. Yeah, we're just chilling.
Just watching our fridges.
I'm subscribed to both Nigel and Peter. I have great respect for both and appreciate their honesty. Yeah, bless them. Yeah. Alex can rant about traffic wardens. Is that you, Alex?
Oh, we all can. What was it from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels? I effing hate traffic wardens, and they beat the hell out of the chap.
Oh yeah, he puts him in the back of the van, doesn't he?
After they stole all the weed from
Yeah.
Jay and friends.
Traffic
They
warden.
show up with the Bren gun, and she's like in slow motion, just and they're all like diving behind the couch. Oh my god, it's just such a classic.
It is good. Knock, stock, and what's the other one with the diamond? That's a good one.
Oh, Snatch.
Snatch. That's a good one.
Yeah, wasn't as good as Lock, Stock, but yeah, it was.
If you here's a little legal loophole that I found. Right, a legal loophole. If you go into a car park and there's an issue, it's a private land car park, right?
Yep.
And they try and say you were here too long, blah 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 blah. You owe us 80 quid, right? What they're saying is those signs are basically as soon as you park your car, you are agreeing to the terms of the contract on that board. Okay, so that board will tell you the terms and conditions. there's one fault in it. There's a loophole. According to the Trades Act in this country, you cannot enter into a contract with an invalid address. You've got to have a physical address on that contract for it to be legal binding. The majority of the car parks in this country that are run by Euro car parks, all that fucking lot, they have a PO box number. Okay, a PO box number. That is not a valid UK address. So you cannot enter legally into any binding contract with a company that uses a PO box as their address on that sign. So next time you get pulled up, if you really want to, I sent this information to the black belt barrister, and he used it on one of his videos. That is like, I'm not talking about council and all that. If you park on double yellow lines, you deserve your ass slapped and a fine put on your face. I understand that. You deserve getting your asshole ripped. But if you go into if you go to Tesco's and you park, then you got 2-hour parking, and you're there for 3, and they say you owe us £100 because you overstayed your welcome. Go back to that signage, if it has a PO box, you cannot enter into a legally binding contract from that thing because there isn't a legal address on the system.
So basically saying just let them take you to court.
Take you to court because it'll be thrown out because you cannot enter a legal binding contract with a fake address. It has to be a valid address. And it's very much, it hasn't been proven in court because as soon as you use that defense, they chuck away the ticket every single time. And I know of 12 different people that have used that thing. We will take you to court, show that thing, and then they go, "That's it. We've ripped it up. No more." 12 people have done it. I'd love to see it go to court, but they won't put it to court because at the moment they're going.
Well, they know it's not worth it. They're getting enough from the people who just were like, "Oh shit, yeah,
well, shit,
we'll pay 60 quid." Yeah.
Any auction, Moss?
No auction tonight for me. I've not been up in the attic. I know.
You got 28 kits that you don't want.
Come on. You want
I'm going to use them as prizes.
You want a new camera.
Hang on. By the way, folks, I've got to talk about that, right? My iPhone is dying. Right? I use my iPhone.
That's the excuse.
This is the one that I use to film everything. I do my shorts on it. And it's dying. I've charged it just took it off charged about 15-20 minutes ago. On 100% battery, it's down to 78 already.
I didn't realize that iPhone was already a year old, Moss.
Yeah, this one's 2 years. This one's iPhone.
It's outlived its normal life.
Must be an iPhone 12.
No, iPhone 13. The iPhone 13. The new one's the iPhone 15. I may have to grab my funds and whack it into getting a new iPhone because I use the iPhone when I'm out and about, so I may have to do that. So
you could get a flip that works.
So I might just buy the iPhone, and then what I'll do is that I will 28 kits Moss doesn't want. Is that Airfix mystery box? Yeah, it is the extra mystery box. Yeah, I will find another way of funding that camera, either through sponsorship of my videos or something. I'll do that. So, but I need the iPhone more because I can't. My Instagram, everything is on my iPhone. YouTube is one part of Moss, but I think you're all the same. You've got your Instagram, you've got your Twitter, you've got your TikToks, you've got your Facebook groups, and I do a load of it on this one phone. So I may have to go down that route. And
I mostly use MySpace.
iPhone. Oh, MySpace. I have a friend who has a MySpace account that's still live.
Is it still going?
He doesn't know. Yeah, there's yeah. I'm sure he said it's still going. He has not logged into it for 10 years, and one day he was there looking on the computer and there's his MySpace account. Tried to get into it, He doesn't have the old email address to log in, kind of thing. But he said his profile pic is him at 18 years old with this huge bag of weed, right? And he can't get rid of it. And he goes, I've emailed them, nobody gets back to me. But any future employer goes looking for him, because it's one of the first people. You type in his name or something and where he lives or
Big
something.
bag of weed.
Yeah, it's got MySpace, and there he is, this big bag of weed, 10-kilogram bag of weed, So
fantastic!
Tell him it's a costume. It's oregano in it, like a big bag of oregano.
Going back a bit, I know it took embarrassingly long to actually get it. When you said I use this for my shorts,
yeah,
it took me a while before I realized you meant YouTube Shorts, and that is embarrassing. I was like, what are you doing with your iPhone and Shorts?
So I will probably
Not scared.
invest in. I'll take the £800 that I've got and just go and buy myself a new iPhone, outright for that. And then, because I said every video I film, every bit of content I record and pictures through my iPhone, and I wanted the bigger camera because I just wanted an overhead rig all set up, because there's nothing worse than when you're there with your phone and it vibrates and and messages come through. I just wanted a phone a camera, and I can then record it in RAW and then put it into Final Cut Pro. At the moment, I'm just using the iPhone. But what I've been told is that the camera, because this is only a 12, this is 13, I think. The new cameras on the iPhone 15 Pros are fantastic. So so that's what I'm going to be doing, is probably buying a new iPhone, ordering it this week, because I can't, what's it down to now? It's down to 71%. I don't, I've tried to get the battery changed. As you can see, even the Apple technicians won't do it, because you can see where they've gone in with the tools. The glass is so stuck in there that if they did it, they would break the screen. So I can't change the battery. So.
It's almost as though iPhones are shit.
Yeah, they are.
Sorry, I'm just going to look at my 2-year-old Android here, which works absolutely brilliantly.
Exactly.
My Android, my work phone.
I've got my 5-year-old Sony here, and it stays on.
Here we go. And here's my Nokia 3320. Fuck off, a lot of you.
I haven't got a 3310.
Yeah, 3310. The most bulletproof phone that saved people's lives.
Yeah, but you can't
shot at.
You can't use it to ring anything anymore, can you?
Oh. No, I'm iPhone, because I'm Apple anyway. The whole house is Apple, so I use iPhone. I do have an Android phone that I use for my discos, just for WhatsApp, because people can text me the next song they want to sing on karaoke, and it's an old thing. But
old
when it comes to
reliable
recording,
yeah.
When it comes to iPhone, it's it's my bread and butter, and I like my iPhone. I've been Apple for 15, 20 years, so I'm not going to change now. So
you only have loyalty to companies beginning with A. Is that it?
Yeah, apparently.
It's the way that Moz shops. He just never gets past the first page.
He never buys anything unless it's from Amazon.
Or he shops at Asda. Oh, no, it'd be Aldi, wouldn't it?
depending on now.
Yes.
Alfa Romero.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, AZ models and Shield doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't really.
What's happening?
I think he just got bored of us.
Yeah.
the anti-Apple sentiment was too much.
You need to go and have a little cry.
He's trying to let Nunu take over.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Are we all going to paint something pink now?
No, it was asked what he's working on. Then that was
yeah. People were asking.
That's
What
going
was
to be flown by the pink ladies, isn't it?
No more pinks for now.
No.
Maybe a
That
pink
one's gonna be
piece
purple.
or a pink
What-
yeah, cat.
What are you building?
Is that 48th or 32nd? That
48 scale. That's the Freedom Models
that's
F20A 148 scale.
Is it a good kit?
It is a good kit so far, yes.
Quite nice, yeah.
It's looking good. Some fitting issues, but
The panel lines look a bit deep.
Jack can't answer that. Just shut up. Shut up.
No,
Shut up.
I
why
don't
that
I'm
aircraft
just
was,
winding you up. I'm just trying to forsake the banter about me liking A. I'll be there in a minute. I'll be supporting AFC Bournemouth in a minute. Steady on there.
No, it's all right, mate.
Yeah.
bet I
But this
know
is
what-
not mine.
Well,
Or it's
so,
not from me, so
all
I'm
of
all
my
right.
favorite things start with the letter B. All of them.
Really?
Bacon, beer, Bournemouth.
Boobs.
There's some other things
Who said boobs?
I absolutely love that start with the letter B, but
Yeah, I guess I have to claim the letter M then, don't I?
there you go.
That's the beta.
I suppose I get mammaries, same kind of thing.
Yeah, well, the letter B.
Milk jugs.
These things called boobs. Yeah.
Melons.
I guess we know what Moss's favourite animal is. It's got to be the aardvark, right?
Oh,
Two ways at the beginning.
Or armadillo.
oh.
Armadillo.
Or the orangutan. No, that's how it is.
Oh dear.
Honestly, how did this come from an iPhone?
I think we've
I
just
will-
descended into madness now.
It's because you
I
didn't
will-
do an auction. See, we would
That's
do
what it
an
is.
auction right now.
This is why you started doing auctions, Moss. It wasn't anything to do with the camera. It's to stop this madness.
It was.
Right.
Yeah.
Just auction the egg plane.
I will. I want to build this egg plane. This is for when I get really stuck in the mud and I can't get my ass out of gear to do a bit more. Then again, my latest article on Substack that comes out tomorrow, quick plug, talks about that I've not built anything for the past 2 weeks, but over the past 3 weeks, I've gained an extra 40 model kits to my stash.
Nice.
Oh my god.
See, you don't need a egg plane then. Just auction the egg plane.
I just cannot stop buying fucking model kits. I went to
Wow.
IPMS. I went to Bovington and ended up with 5 kits. I went to the police West Midlands Police Model Club. No intention. I bought some more brush magic. I bought some bits. I did do my standard, and I explained this in my Substack that I did my Humbrol challenge. I went around all the stores looking for Humbrol product to buy, and there wasn't any. Because I still think that precision poly cement is better than Revel Contactor. But yeah, it's just been one of them. But
Yeah.
if you what's that?
I'm in a similar position. I said this month I'm not going to buy any kits at all. I don't need them. I've bought 4 so far, and it's what, the second?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, I'm on the same boat.
Honestly, I've built 2. I've built the Scout and I've built the Bomb Bug. I've not built any models. I've not been on my bench this week. I've just been doing videos and just catching up with stuff. And did my books as well this year. Do you know I spent nearly? Oh, I won't tell you how much I spent on Airfix kits this year. I'll tell you after. But
We
that's what it
can
is.
figure out.
I
Yeah.
bet it's not as much as I've spent on Airfix kits.
Yeah, but I know that, yeah. But I'm just buying 1 or 2 to review and then either build or give away, as a prize. I don't really, but like today, so over the weekend, and I even won a Kotar, is it Qatari, whatever they say, however you say it, Spitfire from a raffle, so. But anyways, that's it. So yeah, my Substack comes out tomorrow. If you want to, you can pay to be a subscriber, but you don't have to. It's a free subscription. What happens is that once a week or twice a week, I end up sending you an email. I write a lovely article, and then on the Fridays, if I got some information, I'd probably put out some new releases and some information that I've got about scale modeling. But my zines were very popular, and people liked the way I wrote my articles, so I decided to start writing one a week, and it really does help my grey matter actually. Something, and I link it loosely, so I basically tell you something happened in my life, and I link it to scale modeling, and that's how my articles work. People telling me they love them, so if you want to become a member of that, don't have to pay. There is a subscription. You want to donate, you can, but it basically, if you subscribe, it means that when I release them in the morning, you'll go straight to your email, and you can actually read them as an email. It's like that, but But they are, and I love writing them as well because I try and make them a bit witty and and just try and put my personality in them.
And
I
I
have to
read
say,
them
Ross,
over coffee. I appreciate them.
Yeah.
Ross.
You
Yeah.
like them, do you,
Oh,
John?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I have to say, them coming into the email box is great because you'll be raiding through a whole bunch of like crap, and then you come across yours, and like you say, when you get the preview of it, start reading that, and I just go into it, and it's just like it takes me out of that kind of crap of all the other stuff. It's really good getting them.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's just. But I do it just because sometimes I get off and I get my MacBook. I just sit there and I write some little notes because I think that's one of the things I like about it because I actually write down stuff a lot more and I see what people write and people quote things all the time. And there was something the other day that somebody quoted and it was like, so once again, the kit manufacturers fail to cater to my wants. The hobby is dying. And so I've written that down. I'm going to write an article just from that quote from somebody. Somebody wrote that quote on a forum, and I wish I could find it, and I can't. It's like, I like that, copy and paste it, put it in a little note on my phone or something. Then I went back to try and find it. I'm now actually writing down the web address underneath where I'll find it, so I can actually go back into it. Because I do read a lot, you see. And when I read that, once again, the kit manufacturers fail to cater to my wants. The hobby is dying. I thought, that's going to make a great article. I could rant about that all day long. Where is my fucking bear cat? You know what I mean? So, yeah. So things like that, and...
you should cut and paste stuff like that. It would be quite good reading.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people's comments are really zany, aren't they? I mean, some of the stuff I've had on my channel, honestly, you can't believe what's going through their heads.
Yeah.
Where's my 1/6 scale egg caravan? God damn it!
Yeah. And I wrote a eulogy for a friend who died a few years back, and I've helped use that for somebody else, because somebody else needs to write a eulogy. So I tend to write a lot of stuff down in my notes, and sometimes I get quite a bit. I can write an article in an hour, and sometimes the articles take 5 hours. You know what I mean? But it's good for the grey matter, And then I get my beloved here to go through them and edit them, make sure they all sound right, and then I ship them out. So, anyways, that's it. So, I think we've answered the question. No kit is off limits for all of us, really,
except for Egg Titanic.
Egg Titanic and egg caravans and tin tents.
Or any caravan.
Many tin tents.
And Apple kits.
And
I wonder if someone will ever produce an Apple phone model kit.
You know what? I don't think you could get the license for it. Apple would never allow it.
Would you?
Do you remember, just saying that though, before we go, do you remember the old days we used to go into a mobile phone shop to buy your mobile phone? They would have a display of Motorola, but only you pull them out and you go, this is the phone you want. And they'd be on like this big long bit of string or a curly thing. You pull it out and it was all made of plastic, wasn't it? And we lift up the lid, there'd be like a sticker where the display was. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember them? Maybe they do an iPhone like that, Anyway, thanks all for watching us tonight, and hopefully we'll be back again next week. I'm trying to get Ethan on next week. I'm going to push this week to get Ethan on to talk about his Parrot Scout and his Land Rover from Airfix. Okay, that's the plan. Anyway, guys, thanks all for you watching, and we will see you next week. And if you can all stay behind after, we'll have a chat. Catch you all later.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.